What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Boy, what was that? What was that? I mean, I think we've all been wanting to see him live, right? Up close and personal. I've watched him a lot, but more on tape delay stuff. That was frightening. That was frightening. Really, it really was. I mean, I guess when you've got the nickname, the Monster, I mean, you have to live up to it. And boy, does this guy live up to it. Boy, does this guy live up to it. Power in both hands. Like punches in bunches, head and body. Let's not forget as well that Rodriguez was the bigger man. He's the bigger man in the ring. He's the natural bantamweight. I mean, Inoue's coming up from light flyweight. I mean, he's a small guy. He really is. You know when I knew Rodriguez was fucked? And I should have said this on my preview videos, but I knew he was fucked when I think there was something at the open workout and his trainer, I don't know if his trainer is his father, but his trainer came down and barged or pushed Inoue's trainer. Inoue didn't even blink. Inoue was right there by his side, didn't even blink. And I was like, oh my God, you don't know what you just done. You don't know what you've just done. And he was fucked from the opening bell. Look, I mean, he tried to throw in the first round, but then in the second round, he got caught and that was that. That was that. Dave Caldwell talked about this guy's power, obviously because he had McDonald in against him, a year and a bit ago. And he said this guy's power was frightening. And you don't see it, right? You don't see a guy muscles or big calves. You just don't see it. It almost surprises you. And you saw Rodriguez's face, and it's almost like, where has that come from? Rodriguez is an unbeaten IBF champion. Rodriguez is no bum. That wasn't some sort of vacant title he fought for. Rodriguez is a legit bantamweight champion, and he just blew him out of the water in 2 rounds. I did a video. I either did a video or I tweeted it, but I tweeted that for me, Inoue was a pound for pound top 5. So this was sort of 2 months ago. And I got destroyed by some people, particularly American fight fans. Who were like, who the fuck is Inoue? Spencer's way better than him. You don't know shit about boxing. And I just said, okay. Hopefully they were watching tonight. This guy is now a legit free weight world champion. He's won belts at light fly, super fly, and now bantamweight, right? And I'm not going to rule out this guy running through some people at super bantamweight or featherweight. Like for me right now, I look at someone, and look, people might say, Ade, you're overreacting, calm down. The fight just happened and I do get excited, I get it. But I mean, you can't tell me that kid can't smoke Josh Warrington or Kid Galahad. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. I know they might be bigger than him, I don't care. He will smoke them. He will smoke their boots. As soon as he lands, that's it. This type of power, it almost reminds me of Manny Pacquiao when he came into the 147 division and he just destroyed Cotto, which hurt me because I was a big Cotto fan, put Ricky Hatton to sleep, busted up Margarito. Clotty didn't want anything to do with it. I think, who else got it? I think a few others as well. And I was like, oh my God, that's what this guy is reminding me of. Not the speed, not the movement, just the pure, raw power. Something you're either born with. I don't think you can just make power. I don't think it's a case of sitting on your punches or anything like that. I think you've either got it or you haven't got it. And Inoue has got it. And the scary thing about him, he has this real menacing look on his face. And I don't know, it just goes perfect with the nickname, the Monster. It really does. It's the most simplest and perfect nickname to describe him. It fucking is. It reminds me of those, and this has probably been a bit racist, I don't know, but it reminds me of those manga films I used to watch when I was a kid, the baddie, who just doesn't smile and just kills you. That's what this guy does. Again, Rodriguez is no bum, right? Rodriguez is no bum. Go and watch what he did to Paul Butler, I think it was. Was it Paul Butler? I think it was a couple of years back. Just destroyed him, played with him. He is no bum. Inoue made him look like a bum. I actually feel sorry a bit for Donaire, if I'm honest with you, because Donaire obviously is up against this guy next, and it's a shame that we're getting Donaire right at the end of his career, right at the end. And it's very lucky this ain't no Ryan Burnett as well, by the way. But anyway, we're getting Donaire right at the end of his career, and I would love to have seen this fight with Donaire, I don't know, just prior to the Rigondeaux loss, and that would have been a great fight. Now, I'm sorry, I like Danae, but this is a foregone conclusion. Because as soon as he lands, I'm sorry, it's lights out. I would have liked to have seen, and I still think he would knock him out as well, but I'd like to have seen Tete versus Inoue. Because Tete's got some power and a bit of movement, but nah, this kid's a bit special. I mean, going back to that pound for pound discussion, for me now, I have a clear five in my head, a clear five. I mean, I could make an argument for anything below that, but my clear five in any order, I don't care what order you want to put them in, Canelo, Loma, Crawford, Usyk, Inoue, right? Juggle it up wherever it lands. I don't care. I can make an argument for any one of those guys being number one. That's how good they all are. But Inoue for me is clearly a top 5 pound for pounder. And if anyone wants to argue with me and say Spence is based on Spence beating Mikey Garcia and Kell Brook, then feel free to bring it on. Feel free to bring it on. No. Peace.